Yes, 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 yes. Slay.
Hey! Hey, I'm performing! Shush!
Thank you. What a crowd, what a crowd. Let's give it up for our other performers. How about that? They've been doing a great job, haven't they? They've been doing a wonderful job. It's true. It's true. How have folks been doing? How was your summers?
Amazing!
Good? Alright, enough about you, let's talk about me. My summer, I was a zip line instructor in Myrtle Beach. That in comedy is what we call the setup, and my life since then has been the punchline. But no, I'll tell you one thing about being a zip line instructor. Always a great and fantastic story, which is perfect for what I'm doing right now. I'll tell you one tale, a tale most harrowing indeed, a tale that'll make your hairs stand up on end. I don't know if he'll do that, it's mainly just a bunch of bullshit, but I'll tell you this. It was the day of our Lord, the 4th of July. Yeah. A lot of America love in the crowd tonight. We like it, we hate it, we think it's okay. A lot of mixed feelings. But no, it was the 4th of July. Everybody was dressed in their finest regalia of like Andrew Tate t-shirts for some godforsaken reason. And I will say this about the 4th of July. What an insane way to celebrate your nation's founding. It's like, this great and beautiful country was founded on this day. I'm gonna get shit-faced at 11 a.m. That's not what the founding fathers wanted. The founding fathers would want you to lead by their example and do what they did, like reading and opium. I think that's what they did. Just crack open the Constitution and down a couple, codeine pills. And by the way, that would be like an insane way to take in the Constitution. Don't you think, like the freedom of the press? Holy fuck, man. It's fucking sick, bro. But anyways, so it was the 4th of July, as we've so thoroughly established. And there was a woman who came up to the zip line, and I hooked her into the zip line and all that, did all the safety checks and all of that. And then she turned to me and she said, "I'm doing this for my son, who passed away a year ago." And you think that's funny? No. Well, he passed away a year ago, and he would have loved to do this. And then she went on the zip line, and as she's going on the zip line, she's, gesturing up towards the heavens, remembering her lost son. It was a really beautiful thing. And then she got stuck on the zip line, and I wondered, like, what they meant, like, on a spiritual level. Maybe her son was in the spirit realm. "No, Mom, I fucking hate zip lines." "No, Mom, I said I liked Sublime, not..." Anyways. Well, I'll tell you another story, though. This story concerned a very young man, let's say, who had an interesting shirt indeed. He came up to the zip line and said, "Excuse me, young man, does your shirt say, 'I heart hot moms'?" And he said, yes, it does. And I said, "How old are you, if I may ask?" And he said, "I am 13. And I said, "Don't you think that maybe you should leave the loving of the hot moms to maybe some of our older folk, and maybe you can sit on the sidelines for a bit?" And then he said, and I quote, "Nah, bro, I'm the damn referee, if you know what I'm saying." Now I don't know what he's saying. But the good news is I have an established network, and I have some friends who might have known what he's saying. So I called up my friends at the esteemed Oxford University, and I said, gentlemen, I have a task for you. This could be the biggest break of the century. And I gave them the riddle to solve, and it took them all about 5 minutes, and then it came to them like the light bulb did Edison. And they reported back and they said that a 13-year-old boy who's wearing an I Heart Hot Moms shirt is probably not the bastion of intellect that you thought he was. And so I was laughed out of the halls of Oxford, my name forever becoming synonymous with foolishness and ignorance and... Sorry, what was I talking about? Oh, the zip line, of course. There was a place next to the zip line. It was called Pavilion Park, and I thought that was a big Pavilion Park audience here tonight. And I thought Pavilion Park, that's kind of a dumb name, you know. They just kind of took like the easy alliteration, you know. There's no like character behind it. At least maybe they could have named it after the guy who maybe made the park, you know. Then it would have a little bit of personality. But I figured, what the heck, let's go check this park out. And I enter the park, and who did I see there but John Pavilion? He was standing there, and he said, How do you enjoy my park? And I said, it's great. There's a merry-go-round, and that's it. And I said, what do you think of the name? Isn't this a wonderful name? And I said, yeah. See you later, John Pavilion. I gotta go cast a spell. I didn't actually have to go cast a spell. That was just a convenient out of the conversation. I don't want y'all thinking I dabble in the dark arts. That's not what I do. Nah, man, but look, apart from the zip line, my summer it was kind of boring, you know. I had to find a lot to fill the time, you know. And let me tell you, folks, I was the damn Thomas Edison of shoving things up my ass. For real, like if you name something that's vaguely cylindrical, you can bet your bottom dollar that I was going ham, egg, and cheese on it. We're talking Japanese eggplant. We're talking rope.
Roll the quarters.
We're talking wine bottles from the bottom up. Terrible shit. We're even talking graduated cylinders. What's the deal with those guys anyways, huh? Graduated cylinders? What degree did they even earn? Answer me!
Not an Oxford degree.
Certainly. But I've seen these guys. I've seen these graduated cylinders walking around thinking they're better than all the other cylinders. These elitist snobs. They're disgusting. What? And for what? They think they're better than the other cylinders? What? Because they know how to do English? Come on. If I went up to one of these clowns and I said, what degree did you earn? And they said, I earned a master's in being a douchebag, I'd be like, yeah, that checks out. But anything else, quite frankly, is unacceptable. I will say one thing about, you know, I've been talking a lot about Edison, and I wanted to say another thing about one of my favorite dead, famous guys, William Shakespeare. Have you heard of this guy? No! I was reading the other day, he introduced, 7,000 new words to the English language. And I read that and I said, God damn, I've never introduced one. How did he do 7,000? And then I looked at the list of the words, and one of them was bedroom. That was one of the words that he introduced. Which makes me think that, you know, what were like the English common folk doing at that time? You know, hey James, we've got so many wonderful rooms in this house. We've got the living room, the bathroom. Say, what shall we name the room with the bed in it? Well, I don't know, John. How about the sleepy time night room? No, that's too long. Well, say, what if we call it the chamber? That's a great name for the room with the bed in it. What do you think? And then James and John, they go to a Shakespeare play, and there's an actor on stage, you know, and one of the actors says, "Hey, take care, Romeo and Juliet." I've never seen a Shakespeare play. I don't know what they're talking about. But take care, Romeo and Juliet. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go back to my bedroom. And the people in the audience are going, "Wow, what the fuck? What the fuck did he do that, man?" All right, thank you so much. Have a good night.